you can make it easier. There's a story behind that. This is your daily message from Chad, number 1100, to upgrade your mental game today by telling yourself a better story. Because the most important story you hear is the story you tell yourself. This message is dedicated to Krista Dixon on her birthday. Happy birthday, Krista. Here's the upgrade. You may see asking for help as weakness, but upgraded thinking knows that asking for help is a strategy. Here's the story. Maya Wilbrink was navigating a major career transition. She couldn't see the path forward, so a friend named Franco gave her advice that was obvious in retrospect, but somehow wasn't obvious in the moment. Post publicly about what you need. Make the need legible. Make the need visible. And the moment she did, the surface area of her life expanded. People she never would have thought to ask started sending introductions, roles, context, doors she couldn't have accessed alone. The help was always there. It just needed an address. Maya calls this becoming easier to help. And it's not about lowering your standards or becoming needy. It's about something much harder. Visibility. Letting the people who care see you and your needs. The people who care about you want to help, but they can't help what they don't know. So their help stays dormant. Not because they don't care, because the gap between where you are and where you're going isn't visible or legible to them. Becoming easier to help means three things: place, precision, and permission. First, place. Let people know where you are. Let the people in your corner know what chapter you're in. It may be that your community has had no way to track you. Second, precision. Don't say, "I'm stuck." Say, what kind of stuck? Do you need encouragement or tactical advice? A reality check or an introduction? Let the person who can open the door know which door you're looking for. Third, permission. When you admit incompleteness, you're not weak. Charlie Smith says, asking for help is a strategy, not a weakness. Coaches, consultants, and cheerleaders are components of a strategy. You're opening a door. What feels to you like neediness often feels to someone else like a welcome invitation to be useful. Kevin Kelly, the founder of Wired magazine, spent years hitchhiking and biking across America. He learned to stand on the side of the road with nothing but a sign, asking strangers for rides or a place to sleep. And time again, help arrived. Now, if he just stood there or walked along the side of the road, people passing may have thought, well, there's a guy taking a walk. Or, I wonder why that guy's standing there. But he made a sign, asking for help. This perfectly illustrates place, precision, and permission. For you, this doesn't mean that you have to blast your need on social media for all to see. The appropriate visibility may be a text to a specific person. Kevin had a sign for where he stood. What's your sign for where you're standing right now? The better story to tell yourself is, I'm easier to help when I'm honest about where I am. Most of us are good at giving. We're much worse at receiving. We resist being helped unless we're in dire need. Brene Brown says, when you judge yourself for needing help, you judge those who are helping. Offering help is courageous and compassionate, but so is asking for help. And it shouldn't surprise us that most of the time, people want to say yes. Tell me a story of someone who helped you to fromchadsmith@gmail.com. Send someone a text and ask them, what could you use help with right now? You can get a free copy of my book, The Most Powerful Story in the World, by going to fromchad.gumroad.com. The transcript of this message and hundreds of others are always available at www.fromchad.com.